Anyway, I had to put a video into a stop because my mother was just calling me on my phone instead because I'm using my phone, of course. I know I always do part 2 or anything like that just for a short amount of videos. If there's no one interrupt me or anything like that, I'll be fine just to do my videos, of course. And of course, these videos are for my diary instead, just for on YouTube, Facebook, and Instagram, you guys, okay? Snapchat is a different story. I like to do hilarious things on Snapchat, you know that? Just like how I want to make people laugh and make people funny, you know that? That's a gift that you always make a difference just to make people laugh. Of course, that's what I do. And another thing about Tessa Santanamy. Oh yes, where I was? Oh yes, I know I already mentioned North Carolina and everything. The cabin was good. Oh yes, and of course that was in 2016, you guys, when I did my video on that bat story. That on top of the ceiling there were bats, dozens of bats, you guys. I know you saw my videos back earlier in 2016, you guys, okay? That was a video that I did, you guys, back earlier before, okay? And I know I have my storyline completely straight, you guys. So you're gonna see my video diaries. Go ahead and see it for yourself, okay? Anyway, what I was, Tessa was just sitting over there, you know, texting, you know, my friends or anything. I don't know if she was cheating or something, but I know she did that just to, you know, embarrass me like that. I didn't tell you this, that Tessa Santanamy was a little bit flirtatious with guys like that, just like she was flirting one with this Alex guy named, oh yes, Alex Fernandez. Yeah, I know that Alex Fernandez told me that Tessa was doing that to me, or that, because she got herself in trouble to her parents instead. If she does that, guess what? It will be out the door. If she ever, you know, decides to leave or something like that, it's my decision if you want me to leave the relationship with her or anything, you guys, okay? I know Tessa Santanamy, if she ever does that, she'll be out the door instead. Hey, I know that was a little bit embarrassing for me instead, okay? If you embarrass somebody like that, if you don't want to date, go out the door, and that's it. Just out the door. There's some people like that have to be happy. If you want to start a relationship, like, for example, with God and having kids or anything like that, let's do this with a power instead, okay? And I'll give my power to the Lord and Jesus Christ, you guys, okay? He has a lot of help to me. He's sitting on his throne, you know, pulling the strings and everything, okay? I know I have to respect him or anything. I love God and I love Jesus Christ and the Virgin Mary. But we know the Virgin Mary is different because Mexico celebrates a different religion there. And of course, I respect that too, you guys, okay? And we clean this. It comes in there, it takes itself a dump. Of course. There's things like that people have to learn something from God. And God puts things in my head to be talent instead, okay? I don't want to be like self-esteem or anything like that, okay? I know that I want to work hard, make money, and build my own life with everything, okay? And most likely for Tessa, let's go back to Tessa. Tessa was just doing A-okay. I've been giving her a lot of kisses, sharing it on Facebook, and definitely, of course, I went to Savannah just to do my video tour instead with it, because I took a lot of ghost pictures there and everything, you guys, okay? I know it was kind of dark or something, but believe me, I took the picture of the bench when Forrest Gump was sitting there instead. That was the movie of Forrest Gump. It was filmed in Savannah, Georgia, not Alabama, from the first movie, but it was taken off there. Savannah, Georgia was amazing. I have never been there before in my life, and I'm glad I did. Just to look at history, you guys. Tessa was not learning anything. She cares about becoming herself, and that's it. She think I know she's like a little child whining about it. And of course, I do have videos of me going to Disney World with her back in 2015, you guys. It was a-okay. She keeps complaining where we have to go here, that. Let me tell you something. She keeps driving my nerves, okay? She needs to relax, okay? I know what I'm doing. I know how to follow the league, okay? And anybody talks too much, they talk too much. And let me tell you something. My little nephew Mikey and her mother Barbie was there too, and my mom was there too. The only thing is that Tessa was just like becoming like a little child who was acting like a little brat instead, okay? I didn't want to say anything to her or nothing like that. I want her to grow up instead, okay? Just follow my lead and you'll be fine. Duh. After the Disney World was over, we rented a hotel in there for about a couple of days, and suddenly the only thing that we were celebrating Mikey's birthday in Hooters, and it was really good, and definitely it was pretty awesome. I know I wasn't perfect, but I'm getting there just to become a better man, and I did. And I know my brother's kids were grown up, and I got the storyline just to prove it on Facebook that was like years ago and everything. For me, I have a lot of pictures that I can prove it, that I've been there before. I've been in a lot of history ever since, you guys, okay? Hey, I have a lot of fans. I have a lot of friends that friends like that can hook me up and everything, okay? But don't tell this to my sweetheart, because otherwise she'll kill me. But anyway, that's a secret, okay? And I know Tessa Santanamy, sometimes, I was gonna say, hey, babe, you wanna take a shower? No, she said no. Sometimes my mom was thinking that Tessa Santanamy is like a little girl. We know that we're not treating her hard or anything like that. We're teaching her how to swim and everything. But sometimes she hasn't learned anything from the past or nothing. I'm just deep inside, I was thinking that Tessa Santanamy was not becoming a real person to me. And of course, I asked her parents that is she gonna be willing to have kids? She said no. The only thing, she was too old and shit. And one day that child's gonna have a problem or whatever. Let me tell you something. It's all right when the person has problems, but the only thing is, let's turn their life around to become like me instead. I know that too. Well, the problem is, sometimes her mom brainwashes her just to tell her about, not to have kids or anything. You see that, guys? I'm telling you this in a long-ass story, you guys. I've been with Tessa Santanamy for 3 freaking years. You guys, okay? I know that there's things are good, things are bad about her instead. You know that? Sometimes she's always adding people that she shouldn't add them for permission. And I understand that too, you guys, okay? I know when you speak to these people who are strangers on Facebook, YouTube, or Instagram or something like that, I got at least 150 subscribers on YouTube, but I got them as real subscribers, as real friends. And for example, from Lost Tapes 824, I got about 3,000 subscribers there. Plenty more that came from, you guys, okay? I'm not a person who was just making like money or anything like that on YouTube instead. I'm not gonna get paid for doing this. I'm doing a video documentary of this instead, about my storyline, my relationship with friends, family, and of course soulmates instead, okay? That I've been dealing with bad decisions about that. There's some people who can have kids and some people cannot have kids. I can have kids, for example. For Tessa, she's just being like an immature child, and I don't think she's not gonna be able to be the right person for me, because sometimes she hasn't been, lately calling me every day or nothing like that, guys. Okay, when 2017 was coming, it was my 3rd anniversary with her or anything. It was pretty good, but the problem is that 1 week later, Tessa Santanamy hasn't been calling me ever since. I don't know what she was doing or anything. I know she had a headache, she wanted to rest or anything, but why she hadn't called me in the first place? It would be fine without saying her. You know what I was thinking? I had hatred that this thing was just too much for Tessa. If this relationship doesn't work out with Tessa, guess what? I have to let her go instead. It says, look, babe, things are not working out between you and me. I know you're there out there, just sitting there, not thinking about me. You're just leaving me behind, just talking to people instead of me instead, okay? I know that's like leaving me out instead. That's not a relationship. For me and Tessa, it's not no relationship. Me and Tessa are going out like friends instead. We don't hold hands. She doesn't kiss me properly. She's like a person that she doesn't quite understand. But luckily, my mom told her about everything. That people who are in the relationships like soulmates have sex. Okay, for me and Tessa, we haven't had sex, but I wanted to have sex with her, but she refused to have sex with me because of that. I don't know if it's because of religion, but let me tell you something. It's okay. Okay, I know it's a sin, but the only thing is, I respect that with God, okay? And let me tell you something. For my ex-girlfriend, Ashley Alvarez, I had sex with her for 28 times, but the only thing is, it's a long-ass story that I didn't want to reveal this on Facebook or Instagram. Just on YouTube, and that's it. I don't know, somebody's going to watch this instead, okay, you guys? Just to believe me. I'm just walking back and forth, just thinking a lot of things about me, okay? Not only that, I'm just here, thinking about refreshed memories and thinking about Mary Lane's here, okay? I have a lot of things to do in life instead, okay? Let me tell you something. If Tessa Santanamy wasn't working out with me or anything like that, I should ask her anything. But no, for me, I took it the hard way just to write this on Facebook that it's not working out or anything. But that's what happens when me and Tessa were having discussions like this, okay, guys? I know me and Tessa were discussing this to get married in 2019, but it never happened, you guys, okay? I know Tessa Santanamy, only she thinks about herself, and that was it, you guys, okay? That's like she is failing my relationship with her. And it wasn't me, because I had enough of her, because she just wants is to become herself, and that was it. And another thing, that let's go back when we were in Santa's Chan Forest. Me and Tessa, we were talking about why not that you had to start growing up or anything. Well, let me tell you something. I don't think Tessa didn't like that when my mom told her about it. It says, in the beginning, we should become friends instead. Okay, well, the only thing is, we became friends with you, Tessa, and look what just happened. The only thing is, why you start a relationship with me? Well, the only thing is, I know relationships like that, they do have sex with people, okay? I keep this a secret. I don't tell this to God. I don't tell this to nobody. This is personal, okay, you guys? And let me tell you something. Because I know Tessa Santanamy's brother did have sex. And, of course, their family did have sex. But why not Tessa? Tessa wants to become a virgin for the rest of her life. Let her be. Anyway, that was her life, okay? And until next day, back in 2018, I was single for 1 year, you guys, okay? I didn't have nobody. I had to start a refreshing start just to focus on my friends or anything like that, and focus about making money. I made that year, back in 2018, almost like $7,000. I didn't have no relationship back then. And I know Ashley Alvarez was too much for me and everything, but I just want her out of my life. But for Tessa, I know she hasn't changed for about 3 years or anything, but forget it, okay? I just want to date somebody else who loves me, who adores me or anything like that, to be there for me or hold my hand or anything. All right, you guys? Well, what do you think about my crazy ass story with Tessa Santanamy? I did part 1 and part 2, you guys, okay? If you want to see part 1, go ahead and see the link on